New developments on a story that we've been following for years out of Berkshire County. The anticipated sentencing of an Adams couple convicted in the death of their 10-month-old foster child. Thanks for joining us for Western Mass News at 6 on this Thursday. I'm Chris Pisano.
And I'm Amanda Martin Ryan. Matthew Tucker and Cassandra Barlow Tucker were first charged in 2021, seen here in this file video during the COVID-19 pandemic. This past Monday, a jury found them both guilty of involuntary manslaughter and reckless child endangerment. Prosecutors say the baby died 6 years ago after the foster parents failed to get medical treatment, despite there being clear signs that he needed care. After almost a week-long jury trial, they returned guilty verdicts on both counts. Now, Tucker and Barlow Tucker were supposed to be sentenced today.
However, we learned that's been delayed. And for more details, we go now to Western Mass News reporter Matt Price. He was at Berkshire Superior Court today and joins us live in studio with what we know. Matt.
Yeah, Chris and Amanda, we can tell you that the foster parents have 4 other children, including at least 2 with special needs. Therefore, the judge asked for a plan for those children and how they will be cared for. Inside the courtroom today, the defendant's attorneys and prosecutors made their case for how the foster parents should be sentenced. Involuntary manslaughter carries up to 20 years in state prison, while reckless child endangerment is up to 2.5 years. The Commonwealth requested 5 years in state prison on the involuntary manslaughter charge, followed by at least 2 years of probation for reckless child endangerment. The defense attorneys, on the other hand, asked only for probation. The judge, though, is not handing down a sentence for another 2 weeks. The foster parents, Matthew Tucker and Cassandra Barlow Tucker, will receive their punishment on April 2nd. We should point out, after the hearing today, we tried speaking to at least one of the attorneys, but they have no comment at this time. So stick with us both on air and online as we follow the latest. Reporting live in the studio, Matt Price, Western Mass News.